Knoxville, Tennessee, home of the Tennessee Volunteers, one of the most storied college football programs in the country. 239 miles up Interstate 81 lies ACC powerhouse Virginia Tech, and a border battle that dates back to 1896. Smack dab in the middle of the two is the last great Coliseum, Bristol Motor Speedway. Fans from both states have lobbied for years to see both schools clash on the neutral site of the world's fastest half mile. It will be the biggest college football game ever.
Bristol is the last great Coliseum, 150,000 seats, completely bowled in. One of the largest facilities in the world, second largest in the country from a permanent seating capacity standpoint. It's a football stadium on steroids, and we happen to put 40 cars down there on a racetrack twice a year. You can't really grasp it until you see it and see the surroundings, and you're driving through, and then all of a sudden you look over to your left and boom, it looks like a spaceship landed in the hills of East Tennessee, and that's Bristol Motor Speedway. The culture in this area, they are salt of the earth people. The people in this region are really the reason that we're so successful. Good, down-to-earth folks that like doing the right thing, they care about other people, they're passionate about NASCAR, they're passionate about America, and they're passionate about college football. When you put all those things together, you really have something special.
It's amazing that 2.5 years have gone by since we first talked about this. It's what was once sort of hazy and murky is now an absolute reality. And for our student athletes, all of whom have played in bowl games, this is a legitimate once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. There had been such mythology about this game for so long, and to me it's immediately intriguing. Can you do it? Can you make it a show? Can it be a little bit beyond just what your normal intense geographic rivalry game would be? We always thought there was a great connection and crossover with both Virginia Tech and Tennessee in terms of the connection with NASCAR fans. A lot of shared folks, a lot of commonality. You add in the fact that it's Bristol, Virginia and Bristol, Tennessee, about the same drive for both of us, programs that have had historic success, and tie that to sort of the show making that NASCAR is about. The spectacle's the right word. It will be a spectacle for sure.
This is a huge undertaking. I mean, people have no idea the implementation to pull this game off and convert that track to a football field.
Our locker rooms for Tennessee, it's going to be where our NASCAR drivers have their drivers meetings. Virginia Tech will be over in an operation building where Goodyear sets up and mounts tires during a NASCAR race.
We spend a lot of time with them. They really want to get this right. Their hospitality has been tremendous. So Bristol is on a national stage that night too. So yeah, when they say they're going to turn a racetrack into a football field in 11 days, we believe them.
The other challenges would be the play clocks. Where are we going to put play clocks? The replay booth and the coach's booth. And then they built Colossus. It's the largest outdoor center hung screen in the world. So they're a four-sided screen that we have suspended over the top of the racetrack.
I don't think people have any concept of the detail and the amount of work to convert the track and have all the plans ready for that, what will be an unbelievable stage on that particular day.
The number of variables that come into play with this one is entirely different. Behind the scenes, I think you're just hoping you create the right kind of atmosphere for the game to take over, for the game to be what it needs to be, and for all your fans and customers to have a great time in and around it. But once we get to the game, let's make sure we protect the integrity of the contest.
It's a unique setting against a fantastic opponent. Obviously, that's enough in itself. It's just playing such a good football team. Our kids and coaches will be happy to play the game anywhere. But when you add the venue and the fanfare, And it becomes more than a game, it becomes an event.
We have to understand that the opponent here is Virginia Tech, and they're a great football program, a great football team. We can't let the event be bigger than the game itself.
September the 10th arrives. You got the Pilot Flying J battle at Bristol. It's been talked about for 20 years. It comes together. You stand in the middle of that football field and you look around and you're going to have 155,000+ people staring back at you. You will be able to feel the energy, the sun going down, the lights coming on, primetime football. It's going to be like no other event we've ever seen.